My name's Art Enns. I've been farming for the past 30 years on a family farm operation in partnership with my brother. On our farm, it's mainly canola and soybeans that we've been into. Those are the two crops that grow the best in our region over here. We have some very adverse weather conditions that we deal with all the time, but with the introduction of biotechnology and some of the vigor that is bred into the plants and some of the characteristics that the plant have, we can pretty well choose almost anything, any areas to grow this thing. We aren't as restricted in our crop rotations as we used to be. So now with the new biotechnology, we've been able to reduce our spraying. A lot of times just to one pass. Yes, it does save us some money, but for me it just means less application of chemicals, and it's just a much more efficient way of trying to control a lot of those situations out there. And it gives you the independence of being kind of stewards of the land also, not only taking out of the land, but providing that the next generations will also have a future in farming. I grew up along these rivers, and as a kid I used to swim in there, and I enjoyed some of the recreational things over there, and I want to make sure that we can try keeping as clean as possible for future generations. It may change the landscape of farming too. Maybe we don't need 3,000 acres to grow some of these crops. Maybe you can go back to smaller land base, smaller crops to be able to grow these things that will return a very high return on a small acreage. And I think there's some great possibilities out there. I watch what's happening, and I think we are just starting down that road, what biotechnology can provide. We need to do a better job of educating people out there. I don't think they really understand what it brings. I think there's been some pretty good scare tactics being put out there by certain groups. And I just really think that people need to sit down and really take a close, hard look at it. And I just want the ability to choose what works best for me. Farmers are smart people. They're businessmen. They use calculators, computers like everybody else. I really think that farming can be fun, and I think it's a field that's opening up, and I think it's a real novel field and interesting one that I look forward to. I hope I'm around long enough to see some of these things come around.